It looks like chaos. It looks like blood and broken bones. Two men in a ring, trying to tear each other apart. Most people see a street fight, a brutal display of power. But if you look closer, if you look at the feet, the timing, and the tiny movements of the head, you'll see a masterpiece. Every punch is a calculated move. Every dodge is a trap. Someone leans over the ropes and whispers. That's the beauty of the sweet science. But wait, sweet science. Since when did a broken nose become a laboratory experiment? Travel back to the early 1800s in London. A sports writer named Pierce Egan was watching the great bare-knuckle fighters of his time. He realized that the men who won weren't always the strongest. They were the smartest. He coined the term, the sweet science of bruising, in 1813. He called it science because, for the first time, boxing had rules and geometry. You had to calculate the distance. Like a mathematician, you had to study human anatomy. Like a doctor, you had to predict your opponent's next move before he even thought of it. And he called it sweet because of the elegance. There is a sweetness in the way a boxer glides across the floor, barely escaping a punch that could end the night. It's the sweetness of skill over brute force. It's the art of hitting and not getting hit. This phrase transformed boxing from a back alley brawl into a respected craft. It told the world that the brain is a much more dangerous weapon than the fist. That is where the sweet science comes from. It's the recognition that, even in the middle of a storm, there can be a perfect, calculated rhythm. Today, it's the ultimate tribute to any boxer who fights with intelligence and grace. When a commentator says, a fighter is a master of the sweet science, they are calling him a chess player with gloves on. But the truth is, the sweet science isn't just about the ring. It's a reminder that, no matter how messy or violent life gets, if you stay calm, study the pattern, and use your mind, you can turn any struggle into a work of art.